Hopefully there's no angels. Yeah, that's like really good for us. They could have removal here though. Heartless Act doesn't work because of the flying counter.
Hello, good game. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for helping support the channel with both your time and attention. And thumbs up. Hit that boy with the 7 CMC if you don't mind. In today's video, we will be playing Silverquill, Koma, White and Black Recursion, bringing some worms back from the graveyard, right? We're going to break down the deck list, talk about the strengths, the weaknesses, the strategies, and synergies, viewing the gameplay footage, discussing our playlines and interactions. This is going to form a better idea for yourself whether or not the deck's right for you and your wildcards, wrapping up with our review and final thoughts, of course, as always. I hope you're having a magical day. Thanks again for watching the channel. Let's get into the video. Wolf, 60 cards, best of 1, 3.4 average, 14 non-creatures and 22 creatures. You know, it's all over the place, right? We've got land all up and about, and that's thanks to our friend Kenrith. 24 land in deck, and the first thing you'll notice is it's almost every single pathway. This is not a cheap deck. You can get around it, playing with other lands, but the pathways are all in here within Orzhov colors. It's either a white pathway or a black pathway, right? Branchloft has white and green, Needleverge has white and red, Darkbore has green and black, Blightstep is black and red, Clearwater is black and blue, Brightclimb is white and black, and Hengegate is white and blue, and then the single planes here in case our opponent has land destruction and we search for a basic, right? So that will turn on all of Kenrith's abilities, right? Red, green, white, blue, and black. All of the colors are included in the deck while focusing on the Silverquill baseline, right? So Kenrith is a 5/5 for 5 mana. You can pay 1 red to give everything trample and haste until the end of turn. You can pay 1 generic and 1 green to put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. You can pay 2 generic and 1 white for a total of 3 to give target player 5 life. 3 generic, 1 blue, total of 4. Target player draws a card. 4 generic, 1 black. Target player puts a creature card, target player grabs a creature card from the graveyard into the battlefield, which is really, really nice. So, that's kind of where the deck ends up. The first and foremost thing, I guess, that we should talk about before we get that, I did start with the lands and then, why are the lands in the deck? Now let's move on to the main strategy and synergy. That's going to be between the Seasoned Hallowblade, a 2 CMC 3/1. Discard a card, tap the blade, it gains indestructible until end of turn, right? So we're discarding things like Kenrith, like Koma, like our Massacre Wurm, and then bringing them back later with Ascent of the Worthy, an enchantment saga. For the first 2 triggers of it, choose a creature you control until your next turn. All damage that would be dealt to this creature instead of those other creatures, right? So, you can target your creature with indestructible and then, block with everything else if you're surviving, and that will allow you to just give Seasoned Hallowblade indestructible. It doesn't die. None of your other stuff dies. Hooray. But what's really great here is return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a flying counter on it. That creature is now an Angel Warrior in addition to its other types. Absolutely amazing to grab Koma back from your grave because we discard it with the Seasoned Hallowblade. It can't be countered. It's a 6/6 at the beginning of each upkeep. Create a 3/3 blue serpent creature token named Koma's Coil, and we can sacrifice another serpent, which it's creating, of course, each upkeep. Tap target permanent. Its activated abilities can't be activated this turn. Koma gains indestructible until the end of turn. So, that's pretty formidable, having a 6/6 flyer that makes 3/3s coming at you all the time. And we also have, Worm Bros, right? Massacre Wurm, a 6/5 when it enters the battlefield. Creatures your opponents control get -2/2 until the end of turn. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, they'll lose 2 life, which is great. Green screen is all messed up today. I do not appreciate that. So the Massacre Wurm is great. Koma is great. We're bringing them back into play with Ascent of the Worthy and discarding them to our grave with the Seasoned Hallowblade. Of course, your first priority is Koma within your discard, because worst comes to worst, you know, you don't get Ascent of the Worthy. You can hard cast Kenrith. You can hard cast Massacre Wurm. So make sure that you're discarding your Koma first, because, you know, it's going to take you a lot to be playing that. Yes, because of the pathways, it is an option. And first, you need to play 2 black sources. Then you need to play 2 white sources, or, you know, 1 black, 1 white, 1 black, 1 white, whatever that happens to be. So it's 2 of each. And then you can potentially start thinking of playing other things. Take in note that it will reduce the chances of you know, triple dropping, but, you know, you can use those colored mana, like the offset, the green, the blue, the red, to be spent on the generic, which is almost every card except Vanishing Verse. So, and that's why I really think that you need 2 black and 2 blue before you start looking at those other colors, which are an option, right? You can get Koma hard cast if, you know, that's worst comes to worst, right? And then, you know, building around this, you can have lots of removal. 4 copies of Heartless Act for 2 mana. Destroy target creature with no counters. Remove up to 3 counters from target creature, right? 4 copies of Vanishing Verse, instant speed, exile target monocolored permanent. Great. We have 2 copies of Skyclave Apparition, 2/2 when it enters play. Exile target non-land, non-token permanent with converted mana cost 4 or less. When the apparition leaves the battlefield, it's the exiled card's owner will create an XX blue illusion equal to that card that was exiled's converted mana. We have not really removal, but disruption, the Elite Spellbinder, a 3/1 with flying. When it enters play, look at opponent's hand, then exile a non-land card from it. For as long as it remains in exile, our opponent will have to pay an additional 2, which is great. 2 copies of Baleful Mastery for 4 mana, exile target creature or planeswalker. You can cast it for 2, but your opponent will get to draw a card. Really cool if you cast for 2 and take lethal, right? If your opponent's tapped out. But again, just 4 mana instant speed exile is amazing. And then we're into Rankle, which I guess has a little bit of removal in it as well. 2 copies of this for 4 mana, a 3/3 with flying and haste, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you get to choose any number. Each player discards a card, each player loses 1 life and draws a card, each player sacrifices a creature. And we can use that sacrifice effect you know, to remove our opponent's creatures. We can use Callous Bloodmage. It's a 2/1 for 3. When it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 black and green pest creature token, and when it dies, you gain 1 life. So, you know, we can sacrifice this with Rankle. We won't get the life gain because it's sacrifice, which is really weird, but, you know, it is a play that we can do to remove our opponent's creature. My favorite thing is just drawing a card, losing 1 life, and if you need to control your opponent's graveyard, you can do that as well by exiling it. I believe that is everything, right? We talked about how you want to play Seasoned Hallowblade, use it to discard Koma, play Ascent of the Worthy, control the field state with the control. Boom, now Koma's in play. It's got Indestructible, it's making Serpents. This is great. Good news, right? You get Kenrith in play and the Worm as well for extra BMs. Rankle as well can get in the air alongside the Elite Spellbinder. So, you know, this deck may look awkward, but it's actually performing very nicely. I wouldn't mind a little bit of more removal, and, you know, as much as I love the Vanishing Verse, the last match in today's video, wow, we got hosed so hard by having the Vanishing Verse and not just a different form of removal. But I do like it in most matches, right? So again, thank you guys all for your time and attention. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Both myself and the community will do our best to get back to you and get you on the right track. Check out the Linktree link for everything from our 500,000 gem giveaway to a Dungeons & Dragons rare set completed by your boy on, I guess my PayPal will be doing the heavy lifting there, right? So lots of stuff going on. There's free contests and giveaways, tournaments, all of that available within the Discord, and of course you can support on Patreon or buy some sick swag, whatever you happen to get into. There's lots of links for you to go snoop around on, right? All right. I've been doing this for too long today, you guys. Have just a great time, and we'll see you soon with my wrap-up thoughts after today's gameplay footage. All right, so our opponent's playing first. Not great. You know, we do have Apparition open. We have Callous open and Ascent all open, but we're playing against mono red, so if that's not the most fun that I've ever had, I don't know what is.
The Callous might be alright making the pest. You know, it's 2 bodies for 1, and we can potentially block our Rimrock Knight with the pest. I can get behind that. Maya hates mono red, yeah. I don't know if you can hear her, but she's yelling. Like, I can't even repeat it. That's how foul this cat's language is, you guys. This girl has a nasty mouth. I don't know who raised her. Come on, bro. Curve out on me a little harder. I'm not impressed yet. I got you, Phoenix. It's like when I got your nose to a little kid. I got you, Phoenix. Wow. 2 robbers of the rich. Oh, and Frostbite. I know, Maya. Run it off. Run the frustrations I've got off. She can feel it. She knows how upset I am. Skyclave Apparition is actually not that good against mono red, unless you take Annex. Like, even getting the Phoenix is a BM, because now they just have a 3/3, right? It's like, ah! It goes from bad to worse! It's alright, though. I don't mind. Everybody's got their own flavor. Goodness gracious, bro. I thought they were gonna pull a Hallowblade to play. Ouch. Woof. Going first. A little bit better. I'll accept it. Brightclimb is our plains. Shadow Spear. Don't you dare do this to me. Since we got Rankle, it might actually be another Grimclimb for us. It's gonna be hard to say. It's not really worth the exile, but you know, I'll regret that later. Just gonna draw a card, trying to find that 4th land. That's not it. Good thing we drew it. Good thing we got it out of the way. Let's do Ascent first. And then we can Rankle, discard Koma. Angel Town. Yeah, I guess we could just try to trade with it organically. We'll sack them if they don't block. Right, so this way they may as well stop the damage. Cast an Angel for 0. Discard. Lose life, draw, sacrifice. What if they've got more Wimpy Angels? But there are no Wimpy Angels, is the thing. They're all massive. So let's toss Koma. And then maybe we can hardcast Massacre Wurm, right? Because it's in our colors, at least. We sack the Bloodmage. We should take another white for Skyclave at some point. It should have been at that point, LOL. I think that was, it must have been this Grimclimb, yeah. Nah, don't worry about it. It's a little land drop. Hopefully there's no angels. Yeah, that's like really good for us. They could have removal here though. Heartless Act doesn't work because of the flying counter. We get that second white, which is all we needed. And let's just kill it, right? Instead of exiling it. Nice. Hit for 3. Let's all draw a card. Land. Land! That's the last thing we want. Alright, KOMA'S got indestructible. We can tap their blocker. We have Wurm open as well. War of the Worms instead of War of the Worlds. Right, because this, you know, this is basically a worm. Let's be real. Serpent, sure, that's a fancy name for worm. It's like a water worm, baby. A water snake. I know. I'm just. What makes this a worm and not a snake? Like, where's the distinction? I'm so confused. All right, let's toss this angel out. Look, and even this thing's got those little serpents in it. It's all meant to be in the deck together, you guys. I don't know if you know this, but I am illiterate, and I do base my decks off pictures. It's the same reason I have to eat out at diners. I can't go to fancy restaurants, you know. I can't even say these things, never mind what... I don't know what they are. I need the pictures! Of course, I wasn't recording that. Man, I hate my life sometimes. That was a perfect match. Woof. Giving 7, 4 lands a lot. But hey, we might need to discard some of them. We just had an amazing match. I'm not sure if I'll be able to recover the footage or not from Twitch. But we had the deck pop. And it was glorious. But, you know, maybe I can get it to pop some more times and then I can just skip that amount of work that I don't want to do. Let's keep this as a swamp for later if we need. And I think we're going to get it, right? We've got turn 3 Ascent. We've got KOMA in hand to discard. That's just, it's exactly what we want. I imagine that we get obliterated by an event here. And then, you know, after the event, which we don't really need that blade out. We can discard that, but, you know, the ultimatum is right around the corner after the event or the verdict. Or maybe they don't even bother, you know what I mean? So we should probably just jump right into their hand and take, you know, said card that we hate. But they're not going to play it next turn, so we should actually probably just get Ascent out. And then those 2 turns can pass, right? And they're not going to be playing their problematic card for us this turn. We don't really care about the wipe, because we can just instant speed toss this. Oh, they kill our Ascent. You dirty dog. Okay. Okay. See what you're doing over there, bro. See what you're doing. Let's just keep the land away. I'm not impressed. I know, it's not... They stole it from us! Thieves! That's kind of one of the things about the Ascent is, you know, it is vulnerable. But it's also turn 3, so it's like, they basically have to have the answer in their hands. Skyclave Apparition, Binding, like, they need a turn 4 answer. I don't mind the Illuminate, it's like, whatever. A 4/4 is cool, but I don't think that's our problem here. It's gonna be that 8/8's a little bit of a bigger problem. They're sitting on 6. Next turn's the beloved 7, so we have to ignore our Ascent here and take a sneak peek and push it back another turn. They didn't have it. Now I feel sad. Now I just feel sad inside. That's an expensive multiverse. But, I mean, we all know what they're looking for. And I think they found it. Okay. This is still a match somehow. Let's attack. For 3. Cool, 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 cool. More removal. I mean, it saves them. They're down to 11. We pull a land. We've got Kenny. I don't know if that's good or not. We probably just want a Bloodmage. Right? They should counter this with 2 Wari's Disruptions. Right? They can do back-to-back. Which, I mean, it does get it out of the way. Yeah, they... wow. Wow! I get it. I mean, it... Oh, they don't have a third, though, is the thing. Huh. Well, that is interesting. I thought for sure that they'd have another. They do sit on 8, so at the very best for us, Yorion hits the play, right? The very best. We have no flyer. You know, we do have 2 counters here already, so this is the turn Koma comes in play. And I'm hoping they just burnt through all their removal. They have 1 mana. So maybe we get lucky here. Resolve this. Resolve Yorion triggered again. And then we're just going to discard. I think Koma is better than Kenrith here. We can play Kenrith organically. Our turn, we draw. Koma comes back in. It's a play. And then let's nuke Yorion. It's a play. This is a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, you know, Verdict doesn't do it. Event can hit both of the... Like, Event doesn't do it either. They need multiple forms of removal here. Did we get it? Did we do the do? Oh! Okay. So they need 2 events or something, right? They can get it. Heartless Act doesn't kill Koma. Binding does. I can't believe it. Wow. Let's see what they've got. Mystical Dispute, who cares? Woo! Okay, lethal in 2. How lucky do we get? I can't believe they didn't cycle those. No, okay, good. I was like, that's supposed to be the blue one. Wish I could haste the heck out of this. Spends most of our mana. Oh, they've got Mystical Dispute. What am I doing? What am I doing? I thought we exiled that. We could have gone around it with our Blood Mage. That was silly. Misplay to win the game. Only here. Only here. And we won that game before. I'm gonna try to get it from Twitch, maybe. Sounds like a lot of work, but we'll anything for you. Well, I mean, there's a couple things here, right? We've got a blade, we've got a binder, we've got some removal, and KOMA'S there to discard if we find our Ascent, but mono red goes brrr, baby. And they're on the play too, right? What a BM. Straight up, bro. Ouch, geese. Can't win them all. I mean, maybe the deck could use wipes. Like a Doomscar or something. The binder's nice. The blade could survive it. Oh. Oh, you jerk. They hit for 2. You probably have Boulder Rush. Probably? No. No, 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 no. Always. Most definitely. Yeah. Oh, most def. Most def. Yeah. What else you got in that pretty little hand? What you got in there, cutie pie? Deep breaths. Mono red. Every day of my life. You know what's really cool about my job, though? Is I don't see rogues as much anymore. They're there, but it's not... Like, it's died down, finally. The rogue era is behind us. They're there, sometimes. But it's a lot less. It's so much less. Tossing 2 KOMA'S. What kind of deck is this guy playing? Right? That's obviously what our opponent's thinking. They just can't comprehend. I can't even comprehend. Maya's on the wheel. She every time there's a mono red deck, she just shows up. She's like, again. I know, Maya. I'm sorry. I think we just make the pest here. Playing defensively. Not that it will help, because, you know, we do have to switch to that offensive mode soon. I'm hoping we can get the land, and we could just, you know, 5 life. And have a 5/5 in play. Maybe that's our home run. Down to 10. Back to 11. Land off the top. Land off the top. And we're actually going to do green source here. No attacks. Come on, Kenny. Woo! Get out of here, mono red. Oh, every mono red deserves a dance when you beat him. 4 minutes and 21 seconds. That was a little long. Close. A little long of a match for my preference, though. All right, we go first. That's pretty nice. 3 land, can't complain. Blood mages can draw stuff for us, and we have some removal. I guess. This is a black source. This is a white source. This is a white source. We go 2 black, 2 blue, or sorry, 2 black, 2 white, and then we go 1 blue, 1 green. just to open up Kenrith's other abilities. Just in case you're confused at all without my land. We might want to take out, you know, something else. Oh, woof. One damage is fine. Let's just draw. I always think drawing's good. Especially when we don't need to defend yet. Stomperoni. Okay, Verse can take Giants out. Again, let's draw more. Four, five. We can hold up our Verse. We're getting close to the worm. Let's take out the giant. 2 damage, down to 14. All damage has been self-occurred. Let's hit for 2. They have 4 cards in hand. Basri! You multicolored son of a bee. Oh, protection from multicolor. That's... yeah, dyslexia. You know what I mean? It's a good play. Yep. No attacks, sadly, but try our best. The worm is good. And we have removal. No way! That's a perfect card. Right, where's that Heartless Act? We should have used the Heartless Act and saved that. I didn't expect this, like... I guess. Ouch. Let's pass our turn. Kenrith can show his head. Our Ascent would be nice too. Skyclave Apparition can take out Basri's Lieutenant. Ouch. Protection from multicolored, and then multicolored. That's a loss with Vanishing Verse. We might not make it out of this one. Baleful Mastery off the top. Another? That's their third Basri's Lieutenant. Wow. That's incredible. And they must be holding another Winota. A little late. We're going to be dead by the time it pops off. Oh, no.
they just play, like, they took just, like, hard cast a Blade Historian on us, right? Yeah, absolutely. Why wouldn't they? You know what I mean? You know, you don't need a weatherman to know which way the wind blows. Woo! I know. Right, Crystal Ball, what can I say? I can plan my own downfall. 99%, you know, we got, it's not 75%, it's less than that. I don't think it's taking into account this last match, but a great deck. I'm really pleased with it, and sometimes you get the draw, and sometimes your opponent gets the draw, right? The GG. Let's break down the deck, review it, you know, talk about all the lovely stuff that we always do. Woof. So, gameplay footage was banging. I tried to rip that video from Twitch. Quality, not as hot, I don't think, but I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments below. Can you tell which match I ripped from Twitch? Which one was it? Who knows? You all have to guess in the comments to figure it out, I suppose. Oh, and he can rhyme! What's up, bro? Have just a great day, you guys. You know, that's the only requirement here from me that you're gonna have to partake in. If you want, you can go above and beyond, watch more videos, support financially, partake in the contests and giveaways, but you know, it's not required. What is required is that you have a kick-ass day, and we'll see you soon in the next.